So, with division, the first thing you want to do is, and I always encourage you to do this before you factor, and there's a reason why I actually encourage you to do it. I always flip it first. Now, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying it's a good idea. And here's the reason why. In the weeks I've been doing this, I think I've been doing this for about 6 weeks now, I see a lot of people who factor right away, and then they flip it after that. But what happens is sometimes if you factor it right away, you get like, let's just say you do something like this, where you get x plus 2, x plus 1, x plus 3, x plus 5, and you have divided by, and you have like, I don't know, x plus 1, x plus 4, and you have x plus 2, x plus 6. A lot of people will, if they factor it first, they'll cancel as soon as they see it. Because they're kind of in that mode of always canceling whenever you can. And they cancel before they ever flip, and that creates a problem. Does everybody see what I'm talking about? So that's why I tend to say don't factor before you flip, factor after you flip. Then you won't be likely to want to cancel when you're not supposed to. Okay? But that's just kind of my thing. It's up to you. It's your world. I'm just paying rent. Okay? All right, so now let's begin our task of factoring. Here, x minus 8, x plus 1. Now, some of you are saying to me, what about the whole plus 4 minus 2 thing? What about the numbers closer together? I thought they tended to work. They do tend to work, just not in this case. I checked them, they didn't work. So I went to 8 and 1. Now, x cubed plus 125. That's going to be x plus 5. X squared minus 5x plus 25. Hopefully everybody got those two done. Now over here you may have run into some problems. And you could have run into problems with either one of those two, I'll be honest. You see, a lot of people, whenever they see x squared plus 5x, as soon as they see x squared plus or x squared minus, it's like, I don't know how to say this nicely, it's like Pavlov's theory. As soon as you see x squared, that's what you want to go to. Okay? It's a very common reaction. And you want to go x and x, and then you're sitting there trying to figure out how to get the 5 in there. It won't work. What's common to both of those? X. And that's what you have to take out first. So if your first thought was to do this, look, no judgment. Okay? Again, I've done it 4 or 5 times in my day. I know that when I was a student and learned how to do it, I screwed up quite a bit. Okay? Fortunately for me, I've been doing it for 7 weeks now, so I got the hang of it. Okay? Now, what about the bottom one? This one here is the one that I would say causes most people the issues. Take out a negative 2. Take out a negative 2. Why negative 2? Because if you take out a positive 2, you're going to get 8 minus x. And 8 minus x will not cancel with that. So you take out a negative 2, and you'll get x minus 8. Look at the multiplication. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 8 is positive 16. So take out a negative 2. Now, what cancels?
X minus 8 and the x plus 5.
Let's see what cancels. We'll go smiley faces on the canceling. Here we go. X plus 5 cancel. X minus 8 cancel. What are we left with? X times x plus 1 over what? Negative 2. X squared minus 5x plus 25. And that is your final answer. You can. You don't have to, though. Okay, that's the extra step that you don't need to do. But if you did, I wouldn't mark it wrong. I would not mark it wrong. Okay. Any questions on that?